For Buddhists, faith in Buddha Shakyamuni is their spiritual life. It is the root of all Dharma realizations. If we have deep faith in Buddha, we will naturally develop a strong wish to practice his teachings. With this wish, we will definitely apply effort in our Dharma practice, and with strong effort, we shall accomplish permanent liberation from suffering of this life and our countless future lives. This is teaching us dependent relationship. It's teaching us what we've always wanted to know. How can my suffering cease forever? This is such an important understanding. So Venerable Geshe teaches the dependent relationship in what we might call going forward, and then in the next paragraph, in reverse. So bear with me. I'm going to repeat the first paragraph because we're learning about our spiritual life. For Buddhists, faith in Buddha Shakyamuni is their spiritual life. It is the root of all Dharma realizations. So we're not talking about faith in general. We're learning about our faith. Our faith. If we have deep faith in Buddha, we shall naturally develop the strong wish to practice his teachings. With this wish, we shall definitely apply effort in our Dharma practice, and with strong effort, we shall accomplish permanent liberation from the sufferings of this life and countless future lives. So we're learning that from faith comes aspiration or wish, from wish comes effort. Effort comes from wish, wish comes from faith. So Venerable Geshe teaches us the attainment of permanent liberation from suffering. And after we hear that term, permanent liberation from suffering, there needs to be a quiet yes. So when I read this, I hear it. The attainment of permanent liberation from suffering, yes, please, depends upon effort in our Dharma practice, which depends upon the strong wish to practice Dharma, which in turn depends upon deep faith in Buddha. Each one of us needs to understand this. Then we understand where our permanent liberation from suffering is going to come from. It's going to come from our effort in our Dharma practice, putting Buddha's teachings into practice in our heart, moment by moment by moment by moment. No matter what we're doing, we want Lamrim in our heart at the same time. That is the liberating path. So, if we think permanent liberation for me, because if we can attain permanent liberation, we'll have power to help others do the same, to fulfill their deepest wish. So permanent liberation from suffering, which is the attainment, depends upon our strong wish to put Buddha's teachings into practice, which depends upon our faith in Buddha. So what is our conclusion? Venerable Geshe tells us, through understanding these dependent relationships. Therefore, we can understand, if we truly want to experience great benefit from our practice of Buddhism, permanent liberation from sorrow, from suffering, and the ability to help others attain that same state, we need to develop and maintain deep faith in Buddha. This is what we need. If we have this deep faith in Buddha, the wish to practice Buddha's teachings will naturally come. Effort will naturally come, and therefore permanent liberation from sorrow must come. How precious this jewel of our faith in Buddha is. So we need to, each of us needs to think, because we know as Kadampa Buddhists, every instruction is to be taken as personal advice. Geshe-la's talking to us. He's talking to the reader. Our conclusion is, we can understand. So when Geshe-la says we can understand, this is our wisdom. It's our wisdom that understands. We can understand that if we truly want to experience great benefit from our practice of Buddhism, because where can Buddhism take us? Buddhism can take us to permanent liberation from suffering for ourselves and others. So if we want that attainment, we need to develop and maintain deep faith in Buddha.